First-class passengers sipped champagne, but silence fell when the flight attendant's voice cut through. "Sir, you don't belong in this seat. Back to economy." The words dripped with contempt, loud enough for every camera to rise. A black man in a flawless suit remained still, his eyes burning while whispers spread. Fraud, liar, imposter. Security was called. The captain backed the crew, and humiliation thickened. But in 12 minutes, the cabin would learn the brutal truth. This wasn't their passenger. This was their boss. The first-class cabin glowed with golden light as attendants poured champagne and passengers scrolled through glowing screens. Leather seats stretched wide, the air filled with hushed conversation. Into this scene stepped Marcus Ellison, a sharply dressed black man in his late 40s. His tailored charcoal suit and polished shoes turned heads, but not for the reasons they should have. As he reached his seat, 2A, an attendant blocked his path, her lips curling. "Sir, this section is reserved for first-class passengers. Economy is boarding in the rear." Marcus handed her his boarding pass. "Seat 2A, first class." She barely glanced at it. "This must be a mistake. We'll sort it out. Please step aside." Passengers looked up. A man whispered, "He's trying to sneak in." Another chuckled, "Doesn't even look like he belongs here." Phones tilted upward, recording. The humiliation spread like fire. "I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be," Marcus said evenly, sliding into his seat. But the attendant wasn't finished. She leaned closer, her voice dripping with disdain. "If you don't leave, I'll call security." Gasps rippled. The businessman across the aisle muttered, "Unbelievable." Moments later, the captain appeared, his authority radiating like a blade. "Sir, I've been informed you're refusing instructions. You need to move, or you'll be escorted off this aircraft." Marcus's jaw clenched, but his voice stayed calm. "I've shown my pass. I paid for this seat." The captain crossed his arms. "This isn't a debate." Phones shot higher. Passengers whispered, narrating for their live streams. "This is insane. He's being profiled." Security was summoned. 2 guards entered, hands hovering near their belts. The humiliation reached its peak. Marcus, a man of grace and success, framed as a criminal for daring to sit in the seat he rightfully purchased. But Marcus did not move. Instead, he pulled a sleek black phone from his pocket and tapped once. "Boardroom secure line," he said calmly. Within seconds, a face appeared on the screen. The airline's vice president of operations. Her eyes widened. "Chairman Ellison, what's happening?" The cabin gasped. Whispers tore through the aisle. "Chairman." Marcus rose to his feet, his voice carrying with measured power. "What's happening? Your staff is humiliating me in front of paying customers. They've called security. The captain himself threatened me, all because they assumed I don't belong here." The vice president froze. Behind her, executives scrambled into view. Marcus raised his voice, eyes locked on the trembling attendant. "Let me make this clear to everyone here. I am Marcus Ellison, chairman of Ellison Global, majority shareholder of this airline, and in 12 minutes, careers will end." The cabin erupted. Shouts, applause, gasps. The attendant's face drained of color. The captain stepped back, stammering. Security froze, unsure of their next move. Marcus turned to the passengers. "Keep recording. The world deserves to see this." And they did. By the time the plane returned to the gate, the footage had already gone viral. Black CEO denied seat. Turns out he owns the airline. Within hours, the story dominated headlines. Stock prices trembled. Investors demanded answers. But Marcus wasn't satisfied with public humiliation. He wanted systemic change. That evening, he convened an emergency board meeting. The room of executives sat pale and stiff, knowing their empire trembled on his words. He spoke slowly, every syllable deliberate. Today wasn't about a seat. It was about dignity, about how many times passengers like me have been treated as less. And today, you watched it happen to the man who signs your paychecks. That ends now. Silence filled the boardroom. Marcus laid out his reforms. Zero-tolerance discrimination policy. Any incident results in immediate termination. Mandatory anti-bias training for all employees, from captains to call center staff. Passenger reporting systems that bypass management, ensuring every complaint reaches headquarters. Public accountability. Quarterly reports on incidents of misconduct. An executive protested the costs. Marcus slammed his hand on the table. The cost of silence is bankruptcy. Do you want this airline to survive, or do you want it buried under lawsuits and outrage? No one argued again. The next morning, every major network carried the footage. The headline was clear: airline chairman humiliated on his own flight. Issues sweeping reforms. Passengers cheered the changes. Advocacy groups praised his leadership. The company's stock rebounded, stronger than before. Weeks later, Marcus boarded another flight, this time without cameras, without spectacle. The attendant greeted him warmly. "Welcome aboard, Chairman Ellison." Passengers smiled, some whispering thanks. But Marcus wasn't celebrating. He knew the work wasn't done. As the plane ascended, he looked out the window, his reflection in the glass. His voice, though quiet, carried the same steel it had in that cabin. "They thought they could strip my dignity with one insult, but dignity isn't theirs to take. It's mine to defend, and I'll defend it every single time." And with that, Marcus leaned back, ready to steer not just planes, but an entire industry into a future where humiliation would never fly again. If this story gripped you, don't just watch. Stand with us. Hit the like button right now to show you believe dignity can't be denied. Share this video so the world sees that humiliation has consequences and justice always wins. Drop a comment telling us where you're watching from and which moment hit you hardest. We want your voice to be heard. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another bold, powerful story where truth rises, arrogance falls, and justice takes the final word. Your voice matters. Use it now.